Welcome to Social Studies. Today we are going to be talking about another president who kind of refused to deal with the slavery issue, but never really got a chance to. His name was Zachary Taylor. He was the 12th president of the United States. He was a hero of the Mexican-American War, which got us California and New Mexico. He was not a politician. People in Washington did not particularly care for him. And he won the election of 1848 only because people really, really liked him. He had never been a governor. He had never been a senator, never had been a congressman. All he was a general in the United States military. Also about Mr. Taylor. He was opposed to slavery. And he did not want slavery in any of the new territories of the United States, which probably was going to cause him a problem had he lived long enough to fill out his first term. It probably would have caused him a problem with being reelected. He was a very ordinary man. If you saw him on the street, he would be dressed in farmer attire, overalls. He looked like a very ordinary guy on the street. And it's one of the reasons people liked him so much. They kind of saw him as one of them. But a little over a year into his presidency, he died of an intestinal disorder. And all kinds of rumors spread all over Washington that Southerners had poisoned him, or this person had poisoned him. The rumors persisted for so long that the family, his descendants, actually agreed to let his body be dug up so they could test his body for any kind of poisoning. And almost 100 years after his death, it was concluded that he died of cholera, just like his predecessor. He died of cholera, probably from drinking dirty water, because back then in cities, a lot of people, they had chamber pots in their house, and then they dumped them in the gutter at the end of the day or early in the morning. And that dirt, yuck, got into our drinking water. And it is what killed our 12th president, Zachary Taylor. Also, in 1849, when he was president, gold was discovered in California in 1849. By the way, that's why the football team in California, San Francisco, is called the 49ers. Tens of thousands of people rushed out to California to make it rich, to dig for gold. Very few found it, but some did. Mr. Taylor also fought in the War of 1812. He fought in the Seminole Wars with the Seminole Indians of Florida. He fought in the Mexican-American War. And he fought in the war with the Black Hawk Indians. Most historians, they rank him, out of all 45 presidents, he's usually ranked near the bottom. Not because he was a bad president, because he just really wasn't president long enough to really accomplish anything. So a year and a half into his presidency, Millard Fillmore, who was his vice president, in 1850 was sworn into office and became our next president, the 13th president. And we will talk about Millard Fillmore next week. Everybody have a great day! By the way, this is Mr. Zachary Taylor. Doesn't look like a necessarily friendly guy, does he? Aren't you glad we don't dress like that today? Look at that collar. And that kind of looks like the beginnings of the mullet. Anyway, thank you for your service, Mr. Taylor. Everybody have a good day. Social studies quiz in 2 days on Mr. Taylor and Mr. James K. Polk.